Excellent. Excellent. All right, so we're starting. We've finished our setups, and we are beginning the game of securing the Senno from Lone Canuck. Barbarossa Fire in the East. The first of many, hopefully many games that we'll soon enjoy on these wonderful maps. So, and now should I reveal which ones I have on board?
No, I've got to, because I've got to find out. That's part of the thing. I need to find that out.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Makes a difference. It's a distinction. Yeah. Okay. Each multi-man is suitable.
Yeah. Aaron Clevens asked for a invite.
Yeah.
In Basil.
Where is he?
I don't know. I can't see him. He's in.
He's in J150 right now.
Yeah. So just yeah, right click on him and.
All right. So he can enter the room anytime he wishes.
Yeah.
All right. So so in this particular it's called ASLforFUN.
Yep.
So it's securing the Senno. And, the setting is northern edge of Senno, Russia, July 8th, 1941. And then this engagement deals with several days of heavy fighting for the town of Senno, in which the settlement had changed many times. The Germans brought up additional forces for an all-out assault on it, on the Soviet defenders. And that's what this engagement, this scenario, this ASLforFUN, like mini mega campaign or multifaceted engagement describes. Very, very decently large map, but lots of mobility. That's the number one key, I think, in this map. North is the top of the map, and that has a minor distinction. The victory conditions are the German wins immediately by amassing 75 or more victory points. In addition to casualty victory points, the German side receives victory points for units exited off the south edge, and the German victory point requirement is increased equal to the amount of Soviet AFV victory points north of the stream. So if the Germans get a bunch of guys off, besides the number of people they kill, if they get guys off, that's good victory points. But if there are a number for each and every Russian AFV remaining north of the stream, that is either added or deducted, depending on however you want to do the math, to reach the 75. So if I have 5 tanks that are worth 5 points, it's going to mean 100 points that the Germans have to accumulate. So a very interesting type of exit strategy, plus make sure you got to destroy the tank strategy. We'll go over the scenario special rules in a second. The turns are, there are 10 turns in the game, as you can see on the left hand side. We have snipers to place too as well. Snipers look like very low numbers, as they hopefully should be in this game. Hopefully we won't see them too often. 10 turns. You'll see the reinforcements on the left hand side of the track. During the beginning of the pre-game setup, we'll go to that initially, but I'll go over the special rules, and actually I'll go over the German OB. German OB is highly mobile. Pretty much all of his units will come on with half tracks or armor cars or the Panzer IVs or Panzer 38Ts. So very mobile. Everything that can enter the board. No one's going to be walking for the Germans. So they're going to be very fast, very mobile, very dangerous, especially with the German half tracks. So I've got to create, as the Russians, my opinion is I've got to create a much little choke points where I can get a couple hopefully free shots on them, or slow them down or delay them, or do whatever I can to either A, stop them from getting off, or B, protecting my tanks from getting destroyed, which essentially gives me 5 more victory points. So there are a number of, I'll turn it over to Pete to see what he says about my Russian forces, because they're much more varied than the Germans. The Germans are pretty much just mobile, and then we'll go over some of the key special rules in this game. Go ahead, take it, Pete.
Oh, thanks very much. So, facing the Russians. So, let's have a look. Well, as a defender, the Russians have got some very nice reach out and touch anti-tank guns that can basically do some serious damage to every piece of armor, every vehicle on the thing, including the Panzer IVs. Panzer IVs are a bit tougher for the 45Ls to knock out, but with a rate of fire of 3, those 45 millimeter anti-tank guns are very, very threatening, especially to the armored, to the half tracks, and also to the two armored cars, and the side armor, particularly of both the Panzer IV and the 38Ts. And the frontal armor of the 38Ts is not exactly immune to it. So they're generally going to be firing at around 6 hexes or less. So we're looking at, almost a 40% chance of getting through straight away. So that's not fun. Two very large mortars, 82mm mortars, and given that the approach routes to the village are very heavily wooded, or there's orchard, tree bursts and air bursts from the 82mm mortars are going to be something to be very, very afraid of for the German infantry. And let's not forget that mortars versus open-topped AFVs, it's not a fun thing to experience. In terms of the Russian infantry, it's very much quantity has a quality of all of its own. 28 conscript squads, but while they're short-ranged, they can still pump out a lot of firepower in multi-location fire groups out to 4 hexes range, and at adjacent, the German does not want to get adjacent to these guys. They've got mole. They're going to, even versus a Panzer IV, they're going to knock out a Panzer IV that's in motion adjacent, even though it's closed top, on a 4. That's not fun. Versus the open top half tracks, you're looking at 6s, because the -2 for being open topped and a +2 for being in motion. So that's not fun. Leaders, there's actually a sizable amount of Russian leaders, which is nice. There's some OBA, some off-board artillery. It's 76 mil, but it's got smoke, which is very, very useful for covering retreats and redeployments, particularly given the victory conditions, where it's where you can use smoke to basically slow down the German infantry or vehicles, and the worst thing you want is units that can't fire out or something. So mobility is everything for the Germans. Machine guns, there's a few, not nowhere near by comparison, but at least the Soviet medium machine guns are crewed by first line half squads, and so they're not going to break. And you've got 2 of the dinky little 76mm infantry guns. Now they are often sort of scorned in ASL, but against armored half tracks, they're not fun. And against infantry, if they hit infantry, they're doing a 12 flat. That 76mm shell carries a fair wallop once it hits. And with a rate of fire 2, again, that's some serious anti-infantry assault capability. And then we've got the armor. A lot of very underrated Soviet tanks. Now, they're very mobile. They're not the strongest in terms of accuracy, but once they hit, they have the potential to basically knock out anything that's on the board. And when you've got 14 45mm tubes being able to fire, the potential is, the probability is that you're going to get at least 1 or 2 hits. And add that to the 2 anti-tank guns, you've got 16 45mm tubes. So you're looking at a worst case, best case for the Russians is they're probably going to get about 20 shots off a turn, which is a lot. And even if you lose 3 guns per turn, That's you still got a lot of firepower coming the Germans' way. So it's very much a case of, with the Russians, they've got the firepower to really cause some hurt, and the Germans can't be as adventurous as they might like to think they can be. They're certainly not invulnerable. So it's going to be interesting to see how this. It's a tough setup for the Russians actually. There's sort of there's the potential for them to be flanked or bypassed, but because of the short range of their infantry, but time pressure is also there as well.
Yeah, 10 turns isn't the scenario is 10 turns long. That's actually just a really long board. Even if all the infantry remain on their vehicles, which if they want to get them off, that's probably what they need to do. But there are some very special rules that we need to go over. One thing just on the setup restrictions, the Russians set up from the red line down below. We'll get rid of that red line in just a second, but essentially they could set up here down below, so they just can't take the obvious, put like 30 tanks right on the one hex outside the entry spots and just blow them all away, and the game's over in turn one. So I just wanted to designate the or accentuate the setup limitation, hex 7 and south. So which is just a little village right here. We have a little town right here that we'll go into in just a second. Here's the major movement curtailer that we have in the game. A couple special rules surrounding that, but we'll cover that right now. So I'll pop in a special rule. Special number 1. The environmental conditions are moist with a mild breeze from the northwest. It makes a big difference, and so that's what it is. The little arrows are right here. With a mild breeze, that's where the direction where the arrows are coming from the northwest. So with that, also the stream is flooded. What that will do is it'll make it impassable for movement of any kind through those particular stream hexes, but the bridge is also partially destroyed. We just put some little funky counters right here to designate that the bridge is a little damaged. I put like a little wreck on there. There's a little bit of broken ice. A couple things are here just to make sure that when we look at that hex, it's something funky. Armor may not cross the bridge. Vehicles may not cross the bridge. Infantry may cross at a cost of 3 movement factors and are considered using hazardous movement the entire way. The funny thing is, the other rules are there was a steeple in 022, but I'll go after that over that in just a second. And there were single hex buildings that have a first story on them. There's one there and one here. The circle dots indicate single hex buildings with multiple levels, but 2-story houses. So essentially they have a first level. But the steeple goes up I think it was like second level in the steeple. Is that what the steeple rule is, Pete?
Yeah. Yeah. So ground level, then an intervening stage, and then the second level steeple hex.
Yeah. I didn't bother looking it up because that's the next rule they're going to come over. So now special rule tool, and then 2, and then I'll let Pete have one. Before setup, the Soviet makes a die roll for the condition of all buildings within this little red zone that I have here, the 4 hex radius. All these buildings undergo a random different setup. So you make a die roll. On a die roll of 1, yes. On a die roll of 1, the building blazes. On a die roll of 2 or 3, the building is rubbled. On a die roll of 4 through 6, nothing happens. In this particular setup, I'll remove the things here. The results from our die rolls were obviously 1 rubble in Q19, which actually is a very key hex. Q20 is another rubble. Obviously another wooden rubble here. The steeple, both of these are the upper level buildings, and that's really key considering if I had units in the upper level building here, I could see everything through the wheat fields. But now, essentially, the entire Russian setup, other than possibly setting up on the hill on the side, is restricted to ground level 0, which means the wheat fields are going to have a much stronger impact in the game. It's going to give the Germans a little bit of ability moving around. So that's what the 4 hex radius thing designates here. That building's on fire, and because there's a blaze in the building, it creates drifting smoke based on the direction of the wind. And the direction of the wind, as you can see on the left-hand side, is from the northwest, so it covers a little area across the little stream. Of course, that will probably change during the game, and I'm sure that will screw either one of us over at the most inopportune time, as it usually does. So just with that, that's just the terrain setup. Oh, one other thing is because it's flooded, there's marsh down here. The marsh is considered a pond, but yet the hexes adjacent to the marsh slash pond area are still subject to bog dice rolls. Now, what you may see on my board, but Pete hopefully doesn't see, are the Soviet player, which is me, has to designate 3 sites that contain fords in which the Germans can cross. The Germans don't know where they are. They will gain visibility to those fords when they are within 4 hexes of them. As soon as they obtain a 4 hex range LOS to that particular hex, they are considered level 0 because it's flooded. The fords are at level 0. Then they can identify the hex as a ford and make whatever adjustments or tactical decisions in using that ford and either getting off the board or, as the case may be, maybe stopping the Russians for using those to getting their vehicles on that side of the stream, which is part of the victory conditions. So I'll let Pete take the rest of the scenario special rules which are applicable in terms of just special notice. Most of them will be just the reinforcement groups and our selection groups. I'll let him describe that.
Yeah. So So now that we've done the terrain rules and things like that, so the big one is basically looking at the morale, some of the special rules in regards to the forced thing. So the Russian conscripts would, under the standard ASL rules, would potentially battle harden to a 527, but in this case there were this SMG submachine gun squads. But as per Barbarossa type thing, they should actually battle harden to 447s, and that's the case in this scenario. There is the option for 1 commissar only, but the big kicker is the Molotov cocktail capability. That gives the conscripts an absolute nightmare defensive fire capability at point blank range. At 1 hex range, they've got their normal firepower plus 4 if they do get a Molotov cocktail to add to the mix, but also it gives them a very nasty self-defense capability versus AFVs in general. Soviet armor is normally would be morale level 8, but in this game, it's early war, they've been given a morale of 7. The other thing is that the Soviet player has a module of 76mm offboard artillery, which not only fires HE but it fires smoke. There's no bore sighting, so that otherwise that would just make it almost insanely difficult for the attacking player. And the Germans, the setup is where it becomes interesting. The Soviet setup starts off with 4 groups from his choices set up on board, and then on turn 1 he has the potential for 3 other groups to potentially enter. He rolls for each group, and if they roll a 1 on turn 1, 2 on turn 2, they would come on that turn. And then there's also 3 final groups that come on mid game as late reinforcements. They have the potential to start entering from turn 5. But everything will come on. The first lot of reinforcements will come on no later than turn 4, and the last lot of reinforcements will come on no later than turn 8. So it comes down to what reserves do you keep, what do you feel like, and yeah, the main thing is that the Germans also have to split their force. They've got 4 units that enter on turn 1, and in my case, it's pretty simple. I've taken the 2 platoons of Panzer Grenadiers, and I've taken the 38Ts, and I've taken the armored cars. So trying to do a bit of a recon, and we'll see how that goes. There may be a few burning wrecks very early on.
Hopefully German.
Yeah, I'm expecting there to be some. But yeah, it comes down to trying to determine where to create the Schwerpunkt, as it were, of my attack.
Yeah, very good, very good. And the one other thing that I forgot, which we'll be rolling very shortly, is that the Soviets may all MMC counters in appropriate terrain and their guns. If I start the guns on board, can roll for entrenchment, and that uses of course, the Russian modifier for entrenchment, which is really good. But all guns set up hip. But if they make their their entrenching attempt successful, then they are considered emplaced as well. So that's a nice little bonus. So I'm going to roll those regardless of whether they're on the board or not, and so just so Pete will know, and I'll just roll. I'll just roll them, and I'll point at the map. Just don't look at the video. I'll roll for that particular. Well, in case the guns are on, I'll just roll 4 dice. We'll start from ATs to mortars. So, and we'll start if they're on the board, upper left, down. So A row, B row, C row, 1 to 35 or whatever the hex row may be, wherever they may be. So that's the way the placement's going to be. So there are only 4 potential. Actually, there are 6 potential guns. So I'm going to roll 6 dice for the guns.
Yep.
And so that would be just like a random. Damn. Other. Where's the other button?
Just a single DR. Yep. Above the sniper or next to the sniper.
I'm sorry, I'm missing it. No. The Oh, there it is. Good lord. Just the icons. All right, so 6 rolls. We're starting with group 1 and then ending with group 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I think I'll keep die rolls in the screen, and so I'll access those a little later. And actually, I access those right now. So we had 2 successes. Okay, the very first one, upper left, the A1 down, and then everyone else is just considered on the board, not in placed, but they're still hip. And so we had 2 successes, and then we'll go through squads. We'll do the exact same thing with squads. So we'll clear that. Squads will start, obviously, the multi-man counters in appropriate terrain. It'll be the DEF row, G, because none of those guys are going to be there. So we're going to go D. And I should hide these from you because they'll be outside the thing. So don't look at the actually.
The control thing? Yeah.
It's a reportable thing.
Yeah. I'll just minimize the map for now.
Yeah, minimize the map and then I'll clear the dice. And then obviously don't look at your Vassal control screen. So
I've minimized both. So
okay, good deal. So there's a number of rolls.
Just as a question,
yes.
I'm actually. Is the stream actually live?
The stream is live. It should be live.
I'm not seeing it.
Okay. Live dash. Oh, it says off board. What? Why? It says streaming here. Why is it off? That doesn't make any sense. It was on the test. It was working. Yeah. Okay, that's YouTube for you, I guess. That's bullshit. It says offline. Why would it be offline? Because I did the test. I did the exact same. I started streaming a test, and that's it. Let me see. Oh, really? I think YouTube is having some technical things. Live streaming. Oh shit! It says live. It says live.
Yeah.
Oh shit! It says live. It says live. Okay, we'll go through it, and if we need an addendum on this one, then we'll just do the addendum on this one. I'll just make another file and set that up.
Yeah.
I haven't pressed any stop starts or anything like that,
Yeah.
so I don't know if it's just because the window was reduced, but I'm just going to reduce that window.
Yeah.
So anyway, the entrenchment attempts as a scenario special rule dictates that my multi-man counters get. I am going to conduct now, and then we're going to go from left to right as it's appropriate. 2, 3, 5, 6. I'll just do 6 rolls, and then I'll look for any rolls that may be on there. We're going to lock those, and of course I have to get the counter. Where's the counters? Come on, really? All right. There we go. So units, info. So I'm going to clone a bunch of these. And I'm just going to hit them so they don't show up in the screen. So the first one, second one, third one, fourth one, etc., etc. Okay, and then we'll go. I've rolled 6 rolls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we'll go. He's ineligible because he's in a building. He's ineligible because he's in a building, so we'll just skip those. And we'll do. He's ineligible as well, so we have 5 more rolls. 1, 2. I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4 more 4 more eligible rolls. That makes it easy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and so we'll clear those. We'll just leave those over there for now. And all right, any and all of my foxholes are on the board, so you may let's scroll that up a little bit. Any and all my foxholes are on the board, so we're done with that. So that's all set up. Now we go to we actually do the rally phase. Again, it does once you kind of look at the scenario and try to understand what forces are involved. Hopefully, I'm understanding it properly, and using the Molotov capabilities and other things like that. It's not too bad to recognize the choke points and a couple things like that. So hopefully it'll go well. And so we are on rally phase. Rally phase, right? So we just got the wind change dice roll straight up. Actually, it actually makes sense. It actually makes a difference. Unlike other games.
Yep. So here we go. Okay, so.
Oof, almost.
Almost. Yeah. So, so rally phase activities. I'm not actually deploying anything right now. I don't think. Or am I? No, I'm not. Sorry, I do have to do one. Yeah, I have to do one deployment up here, if with one of my off boards. Yeah. So I'm just going to do the deployment, and I don't do it. So that's very simple. So that actually makes a significant difference to that guy's ability to actually do anything.
Well, we're happy to hear that.
Yeah, so basically, yeah, so that's effectively, well, it's going to be really obvious. It was a squad with an MMG, sorry, a dismantled mortar and an ATR.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah, that's kind of a bummer. I'm on that one.
Yeah. Okay, so let's start off with, and this is where it gets really interesting, because I'm confused on what I want to do. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's start. Yeah, we're going to lose concealment straight away.
Okay.
So it's an armored car. Just trundling along the road. It's not CE, by the way.
Right.
So 2, 3.
Okay.
Yeah, just let me know.
Okay, I'm going to say that. Well, this guy's in a foxhole. Just go to reveal the foxhole because you can't see him.
Yeah.
So I think that's a legitimate because you have LOS to the location of the foxhole. So.
Yeah.
So technically, he's out of your line of sight.
Actually, I think that's interesting. If he's in the foxhole, he can't be seen.
Correct.
Because and he can't see me because he's only got a line of sight to adjacent hexes.
Correct.
Yeah.
But I have to reveal the foxhole, though, right?
Yeah. True. Yeah. Well, strictly speaking, you wouldn't have to, I think, until I'm actually adjacent. But I wouldn't be going adjacent. So yeah. Yeah.
Because if you stopped and fired on him at that location, I'd say you can't fire on him because you can't see him.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so that's 4.
Oh, that's right. I'm going to limit the line now.
Yeah. 5. Yeah, I just think I had a plan, and it seems to have gone, and it didn't even survive my opening move.
You're just admonishing your 35 movement factor armor car.
Yeah. So 5. Just bear with me just for a moment.
No worries.
And this is one of the downsides I find with multiple vehicle types.
Yeah.
Is just working out remembering what can do what.
And worrying about 6 potential locations of hip guns that could destroy you at any time.
Exactly.
With a 2 circled armor.
Yeah, so open ground, there we go. And I'm an armored car. So okay, it's 3. So okay. 8.
Oh, that's right, because 3 over okay, gotcha. 8.
Yeah.
You dirty rat. There's a drive-through. McDonald's right there. Come get your food.
11.
All right.
14.
Sounds good.
15, turning.
Okay.
18.
18. You do not see any foxhole in that location.
Okay. And I'll stop there.
Line of sight. Let me do a blind line of sight.
Yeah.
Okay. You see a foxhole here.
Okay.
You're free to take that +5 hindrance attack on him any day.
Yeah. No foxhole there.
No foxhole there.
Okay. Alright. And in fact, I will actually bounding fire.
Okay.
Yeah. So it will be IFE. So my rate of fire actually reduces by 1.
Okay.
So it'll give me a total of 4 because I've moved.
Okay. At the unit, I assume G9.
Yeah. So it'll be 2, and it'll be 2 up 1 because of the height advantage.
Correct.
No effect, and I almost broke my main armor. Okay.
Hello.
Yeah. So we'll just do that there, so we know it's done effectively.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the turn track on the right hand side. I'm going to use a double 15, and I'm just going to use those to keep track of your movement factors for units. Well, 15 for what I'm just going to put like a I'm going to create a German marker or something like that, and that's what those are for. That goes up to 30, so just so we can keep track of. Because I forgot how many you were at, to be honest with you.
No, well, he's actually going to stay there. He's actually going to finish. That's where he's finishing his move.
Okay, that's fine.
So he delays out.
All right, no problem, no worries. But this will be our active squad or active thing.
Yeah.
So, what are the? I'll put markers on where mines are 23 and 19. Okay.
Yeah.
23. I'll put just like a little double marker. That's it. I'll clone this. All right.
Okay. Let's have a look. I don't normally like to get into a 10 kill, and I really don't want to, but sometimes I need to do something here. So these guys will go 1. And they're not CE. Oh, sorry, they are CE. So, yep. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, hold on. I was going to put the
4.
mark over there. Hold on just a sec. Give me 1 second.
Yep.
15, 16, 20. And then you have 16 and 14. Oh, come on. 16 and 14. And then the 35, we'll just keep track of that manually. But pretty much I have like starter markers on the left-hand side.
Yep.
My bad.
Yep.
All right, continue your movement. Sorry about that. I just wanted to do a little bit of housekeeping
4,
there. Okay.
5, 6, 7, 8, and just bear with me just for a moment.
All right. You can pause there for a second. I didn't even
Yeah.
see what it would tell. So you're a small target?
Yeah.
You've been in LOS for over 3, so it's going to be...
I've been in a line of sight for more than 3. So.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my two hit's still going to be pretty low on that.
7, 8. Yeah. So I'm on 8. There. Going 9 there.
Okay.
And I'm just going to see, and yes, what do I have? So these guys have a smoke discharger of 7.
That's pretty good.
Okay, so, and when I do the first smoke discharger in any game, I always double check the rules.
Yep.
Just so because I'm CE, I can do it with needing a base of, there's no +1 for being BU. But I can't remember if motion actually causes something, but I think it does. But I'm always...
I don't think it does.
Yeah, probably not. I'm probably misremembering something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, just waiting. Sorry, my sister. Yep. Yep. So, yeah, there's no... Yeah, it's only smoke mortars. Right. Okay, cool. So, I need a 7.
Right.
And
Oof.
no. So, no smoke dispenser this turn. Okay, so there we go. So that's and I can't break them down, fortunately. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I'll go 10. 10, I hate doing this, 11, 12. Nothing firing.
Nothing firing.
Okay. And we will stop there for 13.
Okay.
And we will fire the MGs, both bow and coax, to here.
Okay.
For 4, 2, up, 1, potentially, because of the woods.
Correct. For any potential infantry or whatever that might be in there.
Yeah. Okay. No effect. Okay. So that's them bounding 5. And they delay out for 14.
Right. The one more point. Gotcha.
Okay, next one. And again, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We will attempt to go smoke discharges in that hex.
Gotcha.
No.
Get those bad rolls out early, right?
Yep.
Those are some powerful tanks.
Yeah. And we will go this way for 10. And we will stop on 11.
Okay.
And again, we will try and fire the MGs.
MG, same location.
We'll probably get, so
a little bit of wheat field going on there.
Yeah, so we'll get at least 1 hex. So it'll be 2 up 2.
Okay.
No effect.
Gotcha. You know, if you want, Pete, I know you're used to the red designation. If you could just announce the hex, that'd be great.
Yeah, sure.
Just
absolutely.
say,
So,
W8 firing at Y14, and if I
Yeah,
need
sure.
clarification, I'll ask you. The only reason I ask that is because they haven't coded it in Vassal yet, and it always draws attention to the screen. I can either lock movement on your units, but in terms of the log replay, it always pops to there, and but yeah, it's fine. I'm fine. Just
No, that's fine. That's
you can just say
fine.
the same location, you know.
Yeah. Okay, so the next unit, another 38T. So it comes on 1.
Wow, some heavy
2,
firepower.
3, 4.
God, the wheat fields are just crazy, huh?
5. Yeah. 6, 7, 8.
Hold on.
8. Yep.
Right there.
Yep.
I think the others may have seen it, but there's a lot of wheat fields. Go ahead.
That's fine. Cool. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. 9. And we'll attempt to fire at smoke dispensers there.
Gotcha.
And I will actually, just bear with me just for a moment. No, so it's not leader directed. So that's given away something there.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, so that's 9. So I don't have smoke dispensers for this turn. 10, 11. 12. Buttoning up.
Okay.
13. 13. And stop 14.
Okay.
And I'll be bounding first file.
Okay. Sounds good.
So I'm going to be giving you, so you're in a foxhole. There's 1 hex, only 1 hindrance of grain, even though we split. So my tank in the S9 will be firing at your guys in the foxhole.
Yep.
Conceal guys in the foxhole at
Yeah, right there.
Q9. And even though the line of fire splits 2 hex, goes through the hex side of 2 grain hexes, because it's only there's only 1 range effectively. You only get the +1 for 1 of them.
Right.
And so that's a +1, +2 for the foxholes, so that's a +3. And it's the MG, so I've moved. You're concealed, so that's quartered, so that's 2 +3. But it won't cower. It doesn't break anything. And I'll also, I have to now, because if I don't, I cannot fire the main armament in the advancing fire phase if I've fired MGs in the bounding fire.
Okay.
So I'll now fire the main armament. Okay, I do get a rate, but I don't think that's going to be a hit. But we should check. So
You need
because it's
base 8.
infantry target type.
You need a base 8.
Yeah, base 8. +3 for TM and hindrances, so the foxhole.
Yeah.
+2 for you being concealed. So that's +5. -1 for range is +4. +1 for being buttoned up is back to +5. And I needed an 8. And I rolled. Just bear with me, because I just realized I've got the control window. Yeah, so I rolled a 6, so that's not going to get me.
Right.
I don't get acquisition because I don't have a gyro.
Right.
And I've already used and that was on 14.
Okay.
So I don't get a second shot.
You're going to take a shot regardless.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I have a question on the dispersed smoke. I'm looking at the chart. When you, let's say you drop this smoke in T9 or wherever, let's just say you're in S9, you drop a dispersed smoke in your hex. So that's a white dispersed +2 counter.
That's correct.
And in the advanced fire phase,
yes,
this is the next advanced fire phase, then it will drift down 2 hexes.
Yes.
Okay.
And it'll be +1s.
It'll be plus. Do they have +1s?
So just bear with me.
I'm just looking at the chart right now. I don't see any.
Yeah.
Is the dispersed smoke +3?
No, I think it's. Oh yeah, it is. It's yes, or it's +2. It might only get 1 hex.
Yeah, so just the 1 hex downstream. So there'd be a +2, but 1 hex downstream.
Yeah.
Or downwind, rather.
Downwind, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it looks kind of odd that way. Good deal.
Yeah. Okay, so. No, it is. It is. it's dispersed smoke, but it's still level 2.
Mm-hmm.
So it goes, instead of going 3 hexes, it goes 2.
Oh, okay. But it's still everything's +2, so it's base.
Yeah.
Nothing is going to be +1. Infantry smoke's even
Yeah.
+2, so
Yeah,
that makes sense. All right. It's just it'll dissipate much faster than regular smoke placement.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it goes off in my next movement at the beginning of my next movement phase. So.
All right.
So that when you're placing smoke discharges, I usually label the counter.
Oh, as to which turn it was, or which
Yeah.
turns. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, if you have a ton of vehicles that can do all that sort of thing, it makes sense. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. So. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Okay. So. So he. Yeah. So okay. So that's them moved so far.
Okay.
Okay. So new armored car. 1.
Okay.
2. 3. 4.
We'll go ahead and take a shot there.
Yeah.
So the vehicle in P17 will fire. He'll lose his concealment, right?
Mm-hmm.
Unless he's in concealment terrain, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So he's
he's an open. Yeah, he's an open ground. As soon as you saw him, he lost his concealment, so he's an open ground.
Yeah. Okay.
So and then he'll go ahead and take a shot at you.
Yeah.
That will be a range of 13.
Yep. So because they're Russians, they get the red to hit numbers.
Yep.
So good old 13 is going to be
1 over which I wanted.
yeah.
That's okay. Scroll it over.
Now they're 45 hours, so we should yeah. So you.
Oh yeah, that's a +1. So it's a wash at that point.
Yeah. So you need a basis. You start with a 7.
Correct.
And then you get at 13 hexes, you're an L gun, so it goes up to a 8.
Correct.
But you'll get a -1 for being 57, so it goes back down to a 7. You get a +1 to your dice roll for being BU, and a +2 for me being in motion. So you get it's a 3 versus needing a 7, so you need a 4.
Okay, hold on 1 second. John, it is on auto report. The auto report goes into the Valzo control file. You guys don't see anything in your Valzo control file?
No, I'm not seeing anything. Have you rolled the dice?
Right, we haven't rolled any dice yet. No, we haven't rolled any dice. Yeah, I got auto report moves and auto report moves.
Yeah.
Is there something else that you're looking at, John, for us to report? Nothing else there. Keys to scroll, color stacks, movie stacks, no. But it is on auto report, as you can see right here. Auto report the moves. So you're not seeing his units moving, John, by any chance? So, all right. So I need a 4 to hit. Is that right? Is that what you dictate?
Yep. Yep. Yeah. Basically, roll the dice and
8,
we'll
7.
work through the numbers.
Right.
Okay. So basically, yeah. So you start off with a base of 7 at that range because it's red to hit numbers.
Right.
And you get a +1 for the long gun and a -1 because you're a small gun at that range. So that's covered. So your base to hit is 7. I've moved, so that gives you a +2 to your DRM, to your to hit roll, and you're buttoned up, so that's +3.
Right.
So yeah, that's a miss, but you do have an acquisition.
Yep. At least on that location. So, and I first fired.
Yeah.
And I didn't break the gun.
No.
But I figure, 35 movement
Yeah.
movement factor unit.
Yeah.
There's a spot. I don't think anybody else is probably going to be moving down that road. It looks like, but obviously you're off board setup. But yeah, I could be wrong. But I think we can afford to take that shot at this point in time.
Oh, absolutely. I actually was so focused on that upper half of the screen that I actually completely forgot to look down.
That's the thing with long roads like that. It's really tricky.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Just bear with me just for a moment.
no worries.
Why is it always the way that you forget where the movement cost chart is?
Oh yeah. Do you have the trains tab?
Yeah, actually I do. So I should use it, but I've actually got the
Oh, the actual physical tab.
yeah. So
Okay.
I've actually got the
I think it's 3 for
yeah
armored cars.
armored cars. For brush I think it's 4.
4. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, yep, 4. Absolutely,
4.
right there.
Okay, so.
And the funny thing is like I said, I'm playing that other scenario right now. I made the HTML chart on the right hand side of all my terrain types. So of all the terrain types that's in the game that you can enter, and I just put them all down there. So
There it is. So I've moved into the brush for 8.
Okay. You good?
Yeah. And I've moved for there for 12.
Okay.
12. And you're not in a foxhole there?
Not in a foxhole.
Actually, well, I won't know actually. In 07, I won't know unless I fire at you. So I'm going to fire at you.
Okay.
So it's with the it's IFE. So you're going to get the rather than a to hit. So you're going to get at least +1. So it's going to be a 2 up, and I stop basically.
Yeah.
12. Stop on 13. Fire on 13 as well. So IFT 2 up 1, potentially 2 up. Okay,
Oh.
so now I have to random select which of the two armaments. So if it's the main armament, that might not be fun.
Oh, because if you were on 11, it would be the main armament.
Yeah.
Right. I gotcha.
So here now, so first one will be the main armament. Second will be the coax. Main armament, coax. Okay, so that's nice.
That's a little bit better for you.
I can actually attempt to repair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And if you want to roll, like, anytime you want to roll at 2 dice again, you could just, like, say if it's like a 2 separate thing, you could just roll like the double dice the other.
Yeah.
And that'll show both of them. It won't make a difference.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
It won't make, but whatever you prefer, it's fine.
Yeah. Okay, so that's that. Really not. He will start up. Yeah, he will start up in. He's on 13. He will start up for 14 in reverse motion.
Okay. Is it reverse times 4 for him?
Yeah, but it's still only 1 to start up in reverse motion.
Yeah. It just doesn't say it on the counter.
He's then gonna turn for 15.
Okay.
Yeah, and move there for 19. I think.
Open ground is
armored
3?
no, they're 3 for armored cars,
Yeah.
So that'll be 12.
It's reverse times 4, right?
Yeah.
Speed.
Yeah, so
27?
that's 27, which is as far as he can go, and he will stop there.
Okay, sounds good. You can just put the, if you're not gonna put any, but you can put the counter. Just
Yeah.
pull off the corners, or stack it, and then we'll just double click it, so it's tiered.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move this in front.
Right. Now let's do this. Okay, so 4. Or is it 1? Or is it 2? I can never remember with half tracks through brush.
Let me pop it up. Half tracks brush is 2. It's actually not
okay,
bad.
So that's 2. 4. 6. 8. Oh, sorry, 7 rather. 7. 8.
Hold on a sec.
Yep.
All right, good.
9.
Continue.
10.
Okay.
Stop 11.
Okay.
Dismount for 15.
Gotcha. And
Which means
dismounting.
they have no more movement.
Okay.
And the
So if I first fire those units,
mm-hmm.
and I want to use Molotovs later, Molotovs can only be an anti-tank defense at that. And while I could subsequent fire with a Molotov, can I subsequent first fire with a Molotov?
You can only fire Molotovs at point blank or triple point blank, so they have to be adjacent.
Right. But I can subsequent first fire with a Molotov. So if I fire at him with 4 firepower, with whatever modifiers, let's say another unit moves P7, I could subsequent first fire at 4 plus Molotov.
Yeah, I think so. Just bear with me. Because no, Molotovs are part of are considered use of a support weapon.
Right, but I could subsequent first fire because I've only used my inherent firepower. I can still use a support weapon, right?
Yeah, you still have to do a mole check. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Oh, here we go. I'm sorry. If a viewer would have LOS to any non-entrenched units in a location, it also has LOS to any entrenchments in that location, even though it may not have LOS to units beneath that entrenchment. Right. So you would reveal the entrenchments.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Foxholes behind hedges always get me.
Yeah. It's always kind of wonky. It's kind of wonky. I just got to remember that I have Molotovs. Just keep reminding me, Molotov.
Yeah. And that's where, so that half track then delays out.
Okay.
And now we come for this. Okay, so we go. Sorry.
Yep.
Half track. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
6.
Hold on one sec. Let me do a secret LOS real quick.
Yep.
Unfortunately, the secret LOSs don't show LOS blockages. It's just a solid yellow line. So I'm going to make I don't see anything there. So you do see a foxhole in this location here. Okay. All from like J4, J5. Just want to let you know that. It's close enough where I didn't see any woods on the other side. I'm not going to bitch about it. I'm not going to bicker about it.
Okay, so I'm on 6 there.
Yes, sir.
I go 7 to there.
Okay.
I go for vehicular cruise smoke grenades.
Yes, sir.
Needing a 1, I think. Yes, needing a 1. Don't get them.
Not bad, not bad. Not bad chance. Are you sure it's only a 1 instead of a 1 or a 2?
Oh, it might be a 2.
I don't think it was that bad, to be honest with you.
Yeah. So used to. I think it might be a yeah, because I'm considered CE.
Right.
It's okay. Yep. So
Yep.
yeah.
So it's a
I'm
1 or 2 if you're
considered.
CEO, 1 if you're not.
Yep. Yeah.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
So
Gotcha. Gotcha.
I have basically infantry smoke
Yep. Yep.
in that hex. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, because it costs a movement point to do that. I will stop for 9. And dismount.
That's a pretty nice little smoke right there. That's pretty nifty there.
Dismount for 13.
Okay.
And I will stop. And that the vehicle will then delay out there.
Okay.
Oh, and I better put a bounding fire on one of these other guys.
Wow. Molotov attacks. Molotov attacks with a 6. There could be a lot of flame in this. If I sit up in the wheat fields, there could be a lot of flames in this particular scenario.
Yeah, it's a worry.
You may not want that. Yeah, you definitely. Yeah, well, you don't want to get that close to him anyway. To be honest, you just don't. So.
Okay, so here we go. So we go. So half tracks for brushes 2. I think it was, yes.
Brushes 2, yes, sir.
Yep. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, stop 12.
Okay.
And dismount.
Okay.
This boy goes 1, 2, 4. I'm just going to get rid of the concealment. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Stop 12.
Okay. Dismount.
And just dismount.
Gotcha.
And this guy will do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stop 11. And dismount for the rest of the turn.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so now we go.
Do you have Panzerfaust? You don't have Panzerfaust in 41.
No, this is 41. So the only anti-tank weapons I have for my light anti-tank weapons are anti-tank rifles.
ATRs. They don't show up to like 43, right?
Yeah.
Or is it late 42? Late 42 or?
Panzerstreaks turn up in late 43. Panzerfaust also turn up in late 43.
Okay.
September for the temporary ones, or August, September for the prototype ones, and then after that it's the 1 hex ones.
Yep.
And
gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
They're just they're pretty crap, to be honest, to begin with, and then they become a nasty threat.
Yeah. They're sort of like Molotovs. You got to be really close.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Okay, so now he comes on. should be CE. He goes on, he goes 1. Or half, rather.
Oh, that'll be 1. You're right.
Yeah, it's half because he's entering on a road. So
Right, but a vehicle already came on there, so you had to be the
oh
hex behind him.
yeah. Sorry,
yeah.
one and a
yeah.
half.
Yeah.
Or sorry, 1.
Yeah, just 1. Yeah, you got it.
2, 2.5. Sorry, 1.5.
Right.
And he will actually move there for 4.
Okay.
So totaling 4, stops 5.
Okay.
He's going to bounding first fire. His MGs, so from P3 to 07.
Oh, okay. I got that guy. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah. So he's going to bounding first fire his MGs only.
Okay.
So it will be, so he stopped. So he gets basically a 4. It's a 2.
Yes, sir. It's not going to hit the
2 up
brush.
1.
Yep, 2 up 1.
2 up, yeah, 2 up 1. No effect. And he now also bounding first fires his main armament at the BT.
Yes, sir.
Directly down the road.
Okay.
So that's a range of 14 hexes.
Can I gun duel you on that if I first fired already?
No.
Okay.
So, because you'd be intensive firing. You can gun duel, but you'd be intensive firing with the you've got a breakdown 11 of B11 gun.
Yeah.
So yeah, you'd be Xing out very
better than flaming.
Oh yeah, but remember I've moved.
Yeah, you're it's unlikely going to hit, but you never know. You're due for a good roll. But I'll go ahead and fire. Yeah, it's fine. No problem.
Yep. Okay. So because the other thing is, you've got prep fire next.
Yeah. The potential for
Okay.
prep
So
fire.
so the base to hit is going to be at 13 plus X's. For me, using black to hit numbers is 8. You are a BT small? I don't think they are.
Nope.
No. But I've moved, so that's a +4. Yeah, bounding fire case B plus. So it's +4.
Right.
Yeah. So I basically need, and I get a +1 for the L gun. To my base to hit number, which brings it to a 9, but I get a -2 at that range, which brings it back down to a 7. I need a 3 to hit you.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
So that's and I don't get an acquisition, but you know it was. I thought I'll give it a shot.
No, why not?
So I've used 4. So that was 4. 1.5. Yep. 4, 5 to shoot. Start up for 6. I bypass the woods.
Yep. 8.
For 7, 8. 10. Oh, sorry, wrong way. 11.
Okay.
And stop there.
All right.
And delay out with that guy. Okay. Now we come to this. So this guy comes on for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Stops for 8. Dismounts for 12. and 3 effectively for the infantry.
Mm-hmm.
And the infantry has 1 more movement factor, which they can't use.
Right. Yeah. Unless they went backwards or something.
Yeah. Okay. So that's there. Next one.
Oh, I can't delete your concealments. Okay.
Yeah. So half moving off board.
Yep.
1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, and we'll call it 3 because he's going 4.
Okay.
5, 6, and to go up the hill would be 11.
Okay.
He stops on 12. Any fire?
No.
Okay. And dismounts for 16.
Okay. And is that's open ground, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so that'd be an even shot, right?
Yeah.
Wow. That's not horrible, to be honest with you. That's not bad at all. No, I'm good. Continue.
Okay. This guy goes half, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3. And here's where it gets interesting. 3.5. Sorry, 4.
Okay.
5.
That's the guy you didn't deploy, huh?
Yeah. Yep. It's the guy I couldn't deploy. 5.
7-0. 7-0 would expect.
Yeah. 6.
Okay.
11.
Okay.
Stop 12.
And drop your load.
And yep. Got
Good
my
deal.
load there.
Good deal.
And that, my friend, is all the movement. So I will clear off all the extraneous concealment counters.
Okay. Oh, I thought there's some real units up in the upper right-hand corner. Interesting. Doesn't look like you have a lot of guys on the board, but you got a lot of guys on the board.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. All right. So I don't start feeling rolling my personal morale checks until you get your next wave on, right? Because my wave can't cross the river.
But that's all you've got to do for face for the next 2 turns.
Yep. Yep.
After this, the next 4.
Oh, that's
5
right. Because I have to roll.
turns.
That's right. I have to roll. These guys have to last for a while. These guys have to. Oh, that's right. 2 turns. This is it for 2 turns. That's right. Brilliant. Again, I'm not used to this sort of format. I'm used to everything being on the board at the same time. So, question. Although he has no targets, potential targets, the P-17 unit cannot subsequent first fire. The main armament intensive fire somewhere. He can, right? He doesn't have to fire Jason, does he? The tank. The armor unit in P-17. Let's say you had a unit somewhere else. I could subsequent first fire, or only the movement phase.
No, you could intensive fire.
Right, because I first fired in the other phase. Yeah. Okay, so they're pretty much free to fire.
In defensive final fire, you can only intensive fire against adjacent targets. During defensive first fire, you can do it at any range.
Right, that's true. That's right. I just read that somewhere there.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But luckily, I
Sorry,
have no targets.
I was still adjusting to viewing where we were
Yeah.
on the.
No worries. No worries. So, I'll choose not to do anything over there. That's a nice shot, though. That was a pretty decent shot. Maybe we should have taken it, but no. I think I'll just either just kind of move out of the area or do what you want to do over there. So
Now, the other thing is we actually missed something that Aaron very kindly pointed out to me, is you would have actually won the gun duel.
yeah. I would have won it by a large margin.
No, by +4 versus +3.
Yeah. Just
So it wasn't.
because it's only your fire-based modifiers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's okay. No worries. I
Yeah.
probably would have missed you or broke the gun. Like you say, break down 9 on the first turn. You're gonna have to move in front of me anyway. I'll wait.
Yeah.
I'll wait for the later. So I think I will take. I think I'll take shots over here on the right-hand side. To be honest with you. I'm gonna fire the tank here. The Y14.
Okay. Yeah. Y14.
We'll fire at W8. He'll fire his machine guns first.
Yeah.
And so that'll be a 4+2.
Yep.
No effect.
Might be a 4+3, but yeah.
Oh yeah. It's probably close. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's got to be right there. So we'll hit the wheat field in W9 because it's right on the which is kind of nice the way they designed it. You don't have to worry about where the little skivets. It's almost right in the corners. So that'll be a +3, and then the main armament would fire at the same location.
So yeah, so that's 7 hexes range. So you move to a 9. Read to hit numbers at 7 hex range. I think it's either a 9 or an 8. Might be an 8 actually.
Right. Let me find the hit chart. Boom.
Yeah.
It's an 8.
Yeah, it's an 8. You're buttoned up, so that's going to be a +1 to your dice roll. You're going to get +1 because I'm small.
Right. And the hindrance.
And +2 because I've moved. So that's +3 so far. And +4 because of the wheat field.
Yep. Better than nothing.
Yeah, four or less to hit, I think.
How's that?
And there you are, turret hit.
And a rate.
Yeah, so now we go to so I have good old 4 armor factors versus your
45.
45 L, I think is a kill of 10.
Yep. Also, turret doesn't really matter on your frontal shot.
Yeah, no, it's not a superior turret armor. So yeah, 45L has a base to kill of 10. Yeah, so 6 will stun, and
all right, let's see what happens.
Yep.
How about a 4? Wow, double 4s in a row.
Okay, well that's a death.
Not burning though. I was hoping to take a burn that leave a wheat field. Wheat field up in flames.
Now these things, so I'm going to clone it because it's actually important for victory points.
John says it's +5 to hit.
Yeah, is it 5? Yeah, 5. Yeah, sorry, +5.
What's SM? Oh, small. Button up 1, 2.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah.
4,
+5. +4.
Right.
Yeah.
But I got the rate on it.
Yeah.
So I needed a right.
Yeah. Sorry, 8. So 8. So base of 8. You get the wheat field, which is +1.
So I need a 3 to hit.
Yeah, +1 for the small target.
Right.
Which is only +1.
1, 2, 3, 4.
+1
5.
for button up. Yeah. Buttoned up.
That's right.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So we'll take the rate. We'll fire again. Now we need a 4, right, John? We'll take a 4
Yeah.
Well,
now you got the shot because we'll take that second shot.
Okay. Okay. I'll take that. Whatever you want to do. That's fine.
Yep.
That's fine.
Yeah. So the acquisition now brings that up.
Right. And so then we go to the to kill dice roll, and a 7 is 1 over what I needed to hit. 1 over what I needed to kill.
Because you still got a turret hit.
So it doesn't matter. It has to be equal to for a shock for direct fire. The HE is the one that has a.
No.
Oh, non-HE 1 fire
So
1
direct
greater than.
fire, 1 above.
So it's a possible shot.
Yeah.
And you consider having 8 morale?
Yep. Yep, that's the one. So possible shock. Okay, so wherever. So now do the morale check for the possible shock. And I'm good, but that's
Ooh.
a
Possible
Sand.
sniper roll? Interesting.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Just double check. I'm pretty sure that's a sniper roll.
Yeah, I've got it on my counter.
Yeah,
Yep.
no, that's
So
cool.
no sniper activation on that?
No, but that does I can never remember. Does that possible shock check actually cause me to button up?
No.
Yeah, it might do.
Only if you fail. If you fail, it'll button up and everything just shuts down.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
stop in the whole 9 yards. Essentially, it's like a little mini stun, right? It's like a mini stun, and then you have to roll dice a couple turns later. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So now my since the second one was first shot was a miss, but acquisition second one was a hit. So my acquisition will then flip to a -2.
Yeah. And you've still got Ray.
And I still have Ray, so we'll take another shot on him.
Yeah. That now brings it up to a 5 to
like
hit.
a 5, I believe. Yep. Wow. Okay, got a 3.
Okay.
And Ray to fire again. God damn! Is this a machine gun or what?
Yeah, belt fade. Okay, so now to kill.
The kill is a 10, so it bounces.
Bounces, yep.
So let's try it again. Oh.
Critical hits.
Oh. Maybe there's bore sighting in this game or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
So that will double it to kill, obviously, right? And then so my wheat field, you most likely will get. That's a 16. A 16 to kill. Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay.
I've never shot this many times with these. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Okay, hold on. 16 to kill. 16 to kill.
So 8 to burn.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Something ugly.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a brew.
Yeah, okay. Boosh.
Okay, so now we do clone that.
Wow. We can if you want, we can just put like the Rex, like
yeah,
the Rex
I'm just gonna button it up so it doesn't. Yeah. And then I'm gonna wreck it, and then burn. There you go.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Sorry about that. Sorry to dice on that one, Pete. That's crazy.
No, man. That's part of the game.
That's crazy. But that's what I was hoping for.
Yeah, so we now know that this guy is a gun.
Yeah. yeah, definitely. He's got that going for him. And
so he's still got Ray.
He's still got Ray. He's still got Ray. And he'll swap targets.
Yeah.
To
I thought
the other guy. Wow. That's crazy. Maybe we have like a -4 armor leader in there or something like that.
I hope not.
So we're going to pop that guy there. And now it's slightly easier to hit because there's no wheat field. So now I need the 4 to hit.
Yeah.
So, and there's the break. I knew that was coming, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Got a tank for it. That's huge. That's huge for me.
So that's a malfunction main armor.
Oh, I gotta find the malfunction main. You mouth the weapon, I mouth the weapon, but mine's main arm. But it's okay after kill. I'm good with that.
And that's the other thing. I'm gonna put a pin on that blaze, so we know it can't spread this turn.
Right.
In the advancing fire phase.
It's always the turn after the wreck?
Yeah, it's always the turn after the flame.
Yeah. Gotcha. That's right. That's a good idea. There it is. Here's my stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry about being so slow on my counters.
No. Take your time. There's no rush.
I actually modified all my drop downs, and so I really don't know where everything is quite yet. Yeah. I always still look for my pins. I guess I should have pins where the DMs are, but I think I had them somewhere else before. So not too bad. So now the other tank will hopefully not mouth and fire at the same target. And matter of fact, this BBB is gone. Yep. I'll just put it next to it, and we'll just mark this. I won't mark him because he'll probably mouth. So his to hit is also a 4 by the same token.
Yeah.
And that's a 3. Holy smokes.
Okay, so that's a hull hit.
Okay, and then
10 versus 4. 6 to immobilize.
oh my god,
That's a KO.
damn. So is that a burn?
Actually, yeah, this is always the one where
It's less than or less than or equal to?
Yeah.
What do we think, John? What do you got on that one, John? Burn, yeah. So it's less than. So the crits for HEs is less than half, but burns are always less than half, or just equal to half.
Yeah.
Yeah, it also has on this table here. It was less than. It's a limited burn. Less than or equal to half to kill number. Gotcha. Good lord. And oh, what was the? Where's the refresh? Keep best rolls. Clear. Yep. Show last 10. And I didn't get ready to fire. Not that I could fire anything else. Can't hit anything else.
Yep. Half final kill. No, it's a burn.
Oh my goodness. That is crazy, Pete. But that'll make up for my poor planning and poor everything else that I'll be doing the rest of the game. How about that?
Hey, dice are the great leveler in this
But man,
game,
those are your 38 Ts. Holy smokes, that's that's my counts groups might actually survive for another half phase or something like that. That's 8 firepower machine guns gone. 16. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's yeah, I put them in a vulnerable position, but still. I took the risk and it didn't pay off.
Come on, 3 to hit. I mean, 4 to hit. Come on. I mean, that's and that's
but yeah, I took the odds on and it didn't work. So that's how it happens.
Now we'll get some dice. We'll have some more dice rolls in the advanced fire phase for that blaze to spread to the orchards and stuff like that. So it's more charts we can look up. So both of those units have fired. He's first fired.
Now, that's the other thing. Again, that blaze pins.
Yes. It's going to be difficult to go to the orchard. Well, I used to orchard will be same hex. I think it'll be like a 9.
Okay, I'm not sure if you heard that, but we just started getting the thunderstorm.
Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. So other units I may choose to fire. Yeah, no, that's the one thing about I honestly love the breakdown 11s because you just can't fire willy-nilly with them. I mean, if you get good shots, you got to take them, but you just can't fire. Oh, I'll just take the +5 to hit or whatever like that because you're going to break them once every like 12 rolls, you know.
Yeah.
And so I will fire nothing else. It is now your advanced fire. I'm going to put the marker. I'm going to put the marker like right here in the wheat field, just so we can.
Yep.
You know, until it kind of gets in the way, then we'll make adjustments for that.
Absolutely. So, advancing fire. Well.
Good lord.
Let's start with the. Let's start with the going from left to right. So I'll start with the guys up on the hill.
Gotcha.
At the front, so the 2 half squads with the leader.
All right.
Are going to fire
G9.
So they're going to get to G9. So it's 2 hex range. They get a total of 4, half for having moved, half for versus concealed. It's a 1 flat. 1 flat.
Correct. Not a bad shot.
With no cowering.
Right.
Now that's good enough for me.
Oh my god! Nice. Oh, this guy's gonna blow up.
So a 1 flat is a 1 MC.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh shit, Pete.
Okay, so that's a tough conscript.
That's one tough bastard.
Now roll your sand. Yeah,
there we go. No, 5s. He's sleeping. He's right in the middle of the village. He's drinking his Starbucks in the middle of the village. He went through the drive-through, Pete.
Yep. Okay.
Holy smokes. That's not a bad roll. One flat? Holy.
And now we'll now fire now that he's visible, we can now fire. Hold on. No, I would have had to do a mandatory fire group, I think.
Oh, yes, you're correct. The vehicle?
Yeah. No, the vehicle can fire separately. I think. I'm never sure. I don't think it. I have the option with an armored half track, I think. It's still
Still mandatory?
No, I don't think it is actually, because it's a vehicle with a main armament.
Okay.
Otherwise, yeah.
But you have the opportunity to, unlike like a coaxial machine gun, which I can't actually do that.
Okay, so we'll actually leave that guy there. So they've advanced fired. Oh, and we must get rid of smoke. Yep. Oh, what do I do? I'll undo that.
What's that one?
Sorry, I meant to actually get rid of the infantry smoke.
Okay.
So that goes off at the end of the.
Yep.
Okay, so now I can't see those guys here, and behind the hedge line, because I can only see them when I'm adjacent. I can only actually reach out and touch them when I'm adjacent.
Correct.
However, the guys in N6 can see the concealed guys behind.
Yes. Yes, he's visible.
So they will actually fire at them with 1 up 1.
Gotcha.
1 up 1. May not be very nice. No effect. And that is the end of my advanced fire phase.
Okay, gotcha. In all cases, the normal rules for fire group still apply.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I love half tracks because of that, and you rarely see people. Well, I'm only speaking from anecdotally, so good players will use that. That's why I love those half tracks.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's your advanced fire phase. So route phase, no one is broken.
Nope. So we'll move all. Now we do have one thing in advanced fire phase we need to do.
What's that?
We need to check for blaze spreading.
So, yeah, we got a blaze down in the building, right?
So in N24, N25,
yep,
it's not directly connected. Therefore,
correct.
It gets -2.
Yeah, neither one of them are.
Yeah, so it gets a -2 plus a -2 for 1 for the EC, moist.
Right.
But a +1 because of the wind. So it's a -2, and the spread kindle number, or the spread number,
it's like a 9. I think it's a 9.
Yeah, so it needs an 11.
Even downwind?
Yeah, so it starts off as a 9, right? But he gets a -2. He gets a -2 to the dice roll.
Right, not directly attached. Absolutely, yeah. Gotcha.
Nice, not directly attached. EC.
EC is -3. Yeah, the wind direction is.
Wind brings it back.
So the one at N25 is an 11. The O24 is a 10.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay, I thought you were talking O24. Gotcha.
In N25.
N25.
Doesn't go.
Oh, very close.
Very close.
O24. Oh, but interesting if you got O24s.
They will go at some point.
Yeah. Well, there's going to be plenty. There's going to be like 20 rolls on that, so it'll go. Yeah. It'll go.
Okay, so.
Oh my goodness.
So that's advanced phase. Route phase, there is none for me. I doubt you'll be doing any.
No, I can't afford any volunteer, but none of these guys. None of them's going to rally.
Let's remove all the defensive fire.
Okay.
And prep.
And we can remove the pins too at the end of the turn.
At the end of the turn, yeah.
Yeah.
So now I'll do advances.
Oh, that's true. Advance phase. Gotcha. Boom.
Yeah. So. He goes to the. Oh, sorry. It goes to there.
Yep.
Along with that. That goes to there.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
These guys go all the way into there. Okay, so that's them. These guys go here. These guys go underneath that one. We'll stay there, stay there, stay there. And now my troops are over in the far side. And that, my friend, is it for the advanced fire phase. Advanced phase.
Okay.
Close combat phase. Nothing apart from concealments.
Right.
So, and we can actually remove all the pins now. Okay, so concealment gain. The dismantled, the half squad with the dismantled mortar in the up on the hill in the forest, automatic.
Yep.
The
E7's out of all of us.
yeah. Or is it? Is it?
Yeah. That's a big fat. F9's pretty fat.
Okay, and yeah, so that's concealed. Other than that, you have lines of sight to any of my guys.
Yep.
So that's turn one for the
All right.
for the Germans.
For the bad guys.
Bit of a bloody nose on one flank.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah. So not the best start. Can we take a 5-minute break? If that's all right.
Yes, we can take a 5-minute break.
That would be perfect.
What I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll just do a
save.
I'll do a save, and then I'll just stop the stream at this point. Well, just because we're taking a break, and then restart it.
Yeah.
At the beginning.
Okay. Cool. Thanks.
All right. So we'll be back in 5.